I'm going to go over the channel-oriented audio effects in this lesson. To follow along, go to Working Files, go to Projects, and then scroll on down to 1902 Channel Effects. I created this clip for this lesson. This is from the Just Couldn't Be That Way studio session. I took all the various tracks there and panned them left and right so I could put the horn section and the guitars on the right-hand side, and I put the organ and the drums on the left, and the vocalist and the bass in the center. So you could tell when we swap channels and things like that. I've already applied all the channel-oriented effects to it. Just click on it, and there they are. Balance, channel volume, fill left, fill right, swap channels. One little interesting tidbit, when you apply audio effects, the panner, which is a fixed effect, is always the last one. It's always the one on the bottom. Even though fixed effects for video effects are always put up on top here, this is the one that's applied last. So whatever you do up here, this guy is for sure going to do it in this order. I can't take this one and move it around if I want to. It's always going to be down there in the bottom. Anyway, let's take a look at balance first. There's balance. Click on it, and you see that balance looks like this. Negative 100, positive 100. Guess what? Let's take a look at the panner. Oh my gosh, it says balance on it, and it goes from negative 100 to positive 100. So balance is the panner, and panner is the balance, in case you want to use balance up here versus down there. Let me turn that one off. Channel volume. Just the same thing as, well, that channel volume. It's just in case you want to run the channel volume here rather than there. Here you can control the channels individually, so I'll just do that right now. We'll just play this guy for a second.
Expecting all of
So here are the guitars on the right, and the horn section on the right, and then the organ and the drums on the left.
my love in return.
So I'm going to pull the channels around a little bit here. We'll listen to them as I drop them and raise them.
I never said that's what I wanted. Make this a lesson, honey, that you learn. Where I know how much you wanted me to stay.
There you go. And it's not purely right and purely left. There's some crossover because I don't pan everybody hard right and hard left. That's why you hear a little bit of the guitars on the left-hand side, a little bit of the organ on the right-hand side, but it's mainly organ on the left side and mainly guitars and horn section on the right. All right, turn that one off. Go to fill left and fill right. Now this is the kind of confusing thing. Fill left means fill the right side with the left side. Let me just play this for a second, and I'll turn that on.
I never said that's what I wanted.
So we're going to fill the right side with the left. So the right side is the horn section of guitars, and they're just going to go away basically here.
Where I know how much you wanted me to stay.
You still hear some of the horn section, and you still hear some of the guitars, but the organ is now dominating it because it's on the left-hand side.
But it just couldn't be.
There you go. Now we're going to fill the left with the right. So we're filling the left with the right, which means you're going to hear more guitar and more horn section.
That way. I just wanted someone to talk to, someone to hold me tight.
There you go, hear the guitar there pretty prominently. So for swap channels, you're going to suddenly hear the organ and the drums on the right, and you're going to hear the horn section and the guitars on the left.
I said that's what I wanted. Make this a lesson, honey, that you learn. Where I know.
There you go, swapping them back and forth. So those are the channel-oriented effects. They're fairly straightforward, and there is some duplication, balance being the same as panner, and channel volume being the same as, you guessed it, channel volume.